This is day 1277 of the Arukh HaShulchan, and as for the past almost 2 months now, there should be a schus for Am Yisrael in Eretz Yisrael, B'chol Makom Shem, and especially for the soldiers and the hostages in Gaza. Today we are doing Yoredea, Kuf Tzadik, Sim Kuf Lamates, and finally emerging to Kuf Tzadik Aleph, Siv Vav. Kuf Lamates. Isha Muka Shchin, Kisamer Torin, a woman who is suffering from Shchin, which is in modern, contemporary English is leprosy. Her stains are Torah by feeling B'shas vessel of a Klatzma, and even at the time that her cycle came, she didn't check herself. And then she found stains on her sheets or on her garment. Torah, she's Torah, there's no Vade Mashchin. So I don't think this is regular leprosy because I don't think that has blood, but I don't know. Kosh can be mainly especially certainly in the days when she is counting Shimon that we are lenient. In the first 3 days, it would seem to be lenient. Since it's certainly from the boils. Some people wrote that in the signs of stains, if when she spits on it, it immediately dissolves. Zel Simitara, that's a sign that's Tor. That's from the Be'er HaGoyla, name of the Shlah. This is a Mitzvah, fine. Those who say Shema Kesem Agol, if the stain is round, even though it has a non-red coloring, if there's like a red thread which surrounds it, she's tummy. You have to say, even though the circumference where that little red thread is not the shear of a stain. It indicates that it came from her body, just like all the rest of the stain. Moshe's bar, as we shall see in Simon Sif Kuf Mem Aleph shortly. On number Zeniel and his Dafkshamin was Chazak mode. But to me, this only seems case when it's a very strong red tinge. If not, they'll do what's known the anything moist, the edges change in their coloring, as we know by seeing these things. The time is that we explained the reasoning of this. Ayin Shom. Kufmem. Those who are printed this for another reason. We can assume that the circumference of the red thread came from a bedbug. The bedbug was crushed in the place where the stain is. And the moisture in the middle of the stain pushed the blood of the bedbug to the sides. Therefore, if in the surrounding thread there isn't a gris plus Torah, she's Torah. So CJ Tara and the meal staka. Vatik Mash and Islam don't be astounded that we can be lenient on the basis of such a remote possibility. Anytime there's a remote chance that it's from a bedbug, we attribute it even if it's very, very unlikely. Previously about this in Ayches, Yesh Yashim there, one would consider this, nevertheless, on account of this and account of what we said in the previous so you do not have to be stringent in this situation. Especially because in Xamim we always are lenient. The woman who had a kind of skin condition, which like eczema or something, and lots of wounds which were wounds were bloody. And this was also the pattern of this woman to see at the time she found these stains from her body, white and green emissions, which don't make women nida. And she found a stain larger than the gris, and at its top there was a reddish tinge. And the rest of the stains were only green and white. They forbade her. Even though there's what to attribute this, Mikamal never sketch cooks so we have Hare Vade Migufa, since all of the stains come from her body. Shedaka skin because she has emissions of this sort. Kain Gamza other Migufa, this way also must come from her body. Utmeya and she's tummy afilu bebachas mikris vod, even less than a gris plus. And as from the Ramon is chubis. Chakulav others arguing the body chaykav no other muktzeh kesem ayorok. In this case, where the red is at the edge of a green stain, vari nikosh gamzeu. Migufa, it's true that it came definitely from her body. Avimaya rochok tzaz mizeh kesem. I guess that there's a reddish tinge, but it's some distance from the stain. Anyway, olav shagam hu migufa. There's no evidence that it also came from the body. And we attribute it to normal things which we can attribute stains which are not of the shear. That's the taz and the kudas hakesef. Now, that of course she had no sensation. She has sensation. You can't be lenient even if the red is at a distance from the white. It's what we normally see is red crystals, red pebbles. That's going to be in the next simon at the end. A woman who found blood while she was urinating. A woman who was urinating, and blood came out with her urine. So we should be concerned perhaps it's the blood of Nida. She got to be which came out together with the urine. Even though the hole from which the urine comes out, of course, not the same hole from which the blood comes from behind the cervix. The hole for the urine, it's lower down, right before the chamber emerges from the genitals. And the hole of nida blood, is above, very deeply in. So how can the blood of from the cervix come together with the urine? Sometimes you have to be concerned. If she has, she's very, very pressured and she can't urinate broadly. It's possible that by the pressure, the urine climbs up into her body, to the cervix, and brings blood from the behind the cervix into the hole of the urine. And when she urinates, then the urine and comes out with the blood. Even though this is a very distant and unlikely scenario, most times, even in this scenario, blood will not come out from the cervix to the opening of the urination. It's only minority cases. The bracket says, and then it emerges from the ground, and it's a minority of the cases. On account of the severity of the prohibition of nida, it's possible that we have to be suspect. But anytime she doesn't have this pressure in urination, it's obviously we have to be concerned, as we shall see. Base. That's why the Chazal say in Daf Nun Tes of Nida, she also a woman who was urinating for us, she saw blood or a meromer. If she's standing, she's Torah. If she's sitting, she's Torah. The Momedes, if she's standing, then she's very constricted. The animal is and the blood does not shoot out with strength. The urine does not shoot out with strength. If is concerned, perhaps urine climbed up on the cord to the cervix, maybe dam, and brought blood with it. She's sitting down the Ravach La'ama, when there's isn't that kind of constriction, the genitals are broadly spread, and therefore she can urinate with strength. Like Chashas says, it's all going straight out, it's not backing up. Rabbi Yossi Omer Benkach Ubenkach, Torah says no matter what she's covered, even if there's a lot of constriction, it's very unlikely it went back up into the cervix. As we saw. Maka b'chalcholos b'kuya. This blood is the blood from a wound. It usually comes from an infection in the chalcholes, in the bladder, b'kuya, or the kidney. It happens to men and women, like a urinary tract infection. Even though this is unlikely, it came out from this place. Must be because of some disease. There's the brackets here. Came my Lord, okay, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but anyway, even though it's a mute, but we still have to figure out what it's attributed to. Gimel, V'amar Gemara Li Rai Meir. Gemara says, "Kornei Meir, Dod Yoshev Star." That when she's sitting a star, so Dafka Mizanekes. That's specifically when it shoots out. She mishtanes, she mashtanes b'kiluach. She urinates with a spurt. But if she's dripping, she urinates very slowly. However, the mukmei nafsha, she's holding herself back. It's possible that the urine is going to climb back up into the cervix and beam down and bring blood, which man she's tummy. If she's standing, it's not possible for the urine to spurt. If it's Rabbi Yossi, the Maher, as Rabbi Yossi says, she's torah when she stands. He obviously is not distinguished between when it spurts and when it drips. He's torah no matter what. So that's a Rambam. The Rambam writes, woman urinated, and blood came out with her urine. Whether she urinated standing, so she urinated sitting, she's torah. Even if she had a sensation in her body and she shook, not concerned. Who said this is a sensation of urination. And because urine does not come from behind the cervix. This blood is the blood of a wound, in the bladder or in the kidney. But he got they don't distinguish between spurting and dripping. This is essentially Gemara is calling Rai Meir. That's like Rabbi Yossi. Looks like Rabbi Yossi. The Matara feel by menace. The Matara even should be standing. The Yevshalo Zanek when she can't spurt. Daled. Zeu Shetiru Afil Bar Gosha. That which the Matara even she has a sensation. So I'm astounded. It's true, it says that in neither Daf Nun Zayin. The Arukh HaShulchan, when asked questions, a woman is not tummy without a sensation. Ask him this Mishnah. What do you mean? If she has a sensation, why is she sitting in Shitorah? She didn't have a sensation. Why when she stands the tummy according to Meir? And Gemara answers, really? She has a sensation. It could be a sensation of the urination. And that basis, that's why they pass in this way. I have a caution, but it's difficult. This is all according to the discussion in the Gemara. And the conclusion there, Amesi concludes the memo, the shmul, the rabbanan to make Gambalor Gosha. Mirabban should come in without sensation. But can't answer so you don't need the previous answer. Therefore, this whole sugi is without sensation. Like all staying shame below Gosha, which are without sensation. Avobir Bar Gosha, me aim at the turbo, she has sensation. Who says she's tar? As far as the server that Gosha's Meir Glaimu, this logic that she thinks that that it's sensation urination, but it's a reason to be stringent, not lenient. Hey, but we have to say this for us. This is the logic. There's no compelling reason in the Shas to say the sensation is deemed out of urination. And then came the time. Came in the Kaimel of Rabbi Yossi, the entire Bechul Gavne, so like Rabbi Yossi is maternal or what? Abmo come to the Chikolo Amo in a place where she is constricted. And and there's a concern perhaps that the urine backed up into the cervix and brought down blood. Mikom kom Torah, she's still Torah. And the pshita like shem shus for a cloud she will do echet. So according to him, there's no logic to assume that blood will come from behind the cervix to get mixed up with the urine. Came Ali Bargosha or Shlo Bargosha, whether to make a sensation or no sensation. Came to the minimum no, since this is something which doesn't happen. After that, but according to this, according to those who argue, they're not in every circumstance. As we will see. So then sometimes there are times when neither blood comes with the urine. So it seems that with the sensation, she should be talking about what? We don't find this poskim low rishon low bachleidim. Not earlier, not later poskim. So they have to say the guy names files for a zup. They must hold this with that like this svara. By the makom shamar she Torah. So in the place where she says she's Torah, comes an ekos such as when she spurts, come she's baras we shall see. If shab b'shum panim shavo b'yachad may nida meraglam. It's not possible for neither blood to come with the urine. If you ain't afkina ben hirgisha, lo hirgisha, there was no difference she has sensation or not. Comes first the Rambam b'chol gavnei. Just like the Rambam says, under all circumstances. Also seems to say, to Arukh HaShulchan, the Tanakh is saying, understanding logical or rabbis, in this case, we cannot be severe based on the sensation. Because the Gemara says that it's the same sensation, whether it's from urination or whether it's from menstruation. I mean, it's chafin, since they can be confused with each other. But Shabbos could begin with the Argosh, like we explained. The Hebrew near the middle chumra kasvura Argosh is merglaimu. Begin neither where we and say, well, she thinks it's urination, but it's really menstruation. B'sham ain't mishtanis. There she wasn't urinating. Elamina, but we say she tossed up Argosha that she made a mistake. It's sensation. Shavash Argosh is merglaimu. She thought she was urinating. Who resulted in matter that something dripped out. As far as that we want to say l'chumra, not l'kula. But here, she was primarily urinating. It's going to be a sensation. It's not possible to urinate without a sensation. Just as we say about the blood, it's not from behind the cervix, but on account of the urination. So we say about the sensation. There has to be a sensation. The halachos which are relevant to sensations are not relevant when a woman is urinating. Leniently. Practically says here, "Vashat shon the parchim mishla zu hashmol." The Gemara which asks in this Mishnah Shul, "Vomer hechidami eat argosha." What are we talking about? If she has sensation chule, zemination somewhere. It's because it was an opinion that argosha's dam have argosha ches that the sensation of blood is a different sensation. I became she tied to argosha, but since the answers really have a sensation, argosha meraglaim, and she can confuse the urination sensation with the menstruation sensation. Because the one sensation. That we don't say that she thinks this way, like the Sibiyim, but I say, by them is Kenu, that it's truly like this. You can't look at a cloud in your so therefore the constant sensation is not relevant here at all. Viduk. I think that brings us to the end of today.